Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday to all of you. Hope you're having a great holiday weekend as we remember and celebrate the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., whose birthday would have been yesterday, January 15th, 1929. He was born in Atlanta, Georgia. And of course, you know that he is most known for being a pivotal advocate for African Americans, especially during the civil rights movement in this country. Now, Dr. King did experience racism at a very early age, and those events kind of stayed with him and brought him to live a life of activism. Now, after graduating from college with a doctorate degree in theology, he became a pastor in Alabama, and he began a series of peaceful protests that changed many of the laws dealing with the inequality for African Americans. And he gave hundreds of moving speeches across this country. And in 1964, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. Tragically, on April 4th, 1968, Dr. King was shot and killed while out on a hotel balcony in Memphis, Tennessee. But the work that he began continued. It changed the nation. It continues to help us to examine the way we treat one another in this country. Because not only was he for the equality for African Americans, but also he had a faith and spearheaded a movement that cared for all those who are in need, the lost, the last, and the lonely. Isn't it interesting that the greatest movements in this country always seem to come out of the church? As I said, Dr. King had a lot of memorable speeches, which means he had a lot of memorable quotes. One that I found this week said that there's nothing more tragic than to find an individual bogged down in the length of life, devoid of breath. And I think what he meant by that is we live lives that are a mile wide, but only an inch deep. And as you know, I am preaching a sermon series on the height and length and depth and width of God's love. And so I invite you to come on Sunday as we'll be talking about the length of God's love. And join us either at 8 o'clock or at 10:30. At 10:30, you can join us, of course, on many of our social media platforms. So God bless. Have a great holiday weekend, and we'll see you soon.